మార్నింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ పేరెంట్స్. 10వ తరగతి తెలుగు ప్రథమ భాష వీర తెలంగాణ డాక్టర్ దాసరథి కృష్ణమాచార్యులు రచించారు. వీర తెలంగాణ అనే పాఠ్యాంశాన్ని రచించింది దాసరథి కృష్ణమాచార్య. అయితే మనము నేపథ్యం వరకు చెప్పుకున్నాము, పరిచయం చెప్పాము, పాఠ్యభాగ వివరాలు కంప్లీట్, ప్రవేశిక కంప్లీట్. చూడండి పద్యాలు చూడడము. ఫస్ట్ స్టార్టింగ్ పద్యాలు. ఓ తెలంగాణ నీ పెదవులొత్తిన శంఖమార్వమూలి భూతలమెల్ల నంకమోగి గొప్పలు పెట్టి అన్నట్లు తోచి ఓహో తెలవార్చి వేసినవి ఒక్కొక్క దిక్కు నవోదయాకరు ప్రీత జలేజ సూన తరళీకృత దేవ నదీ తరంగముల్. ఒత్తిన ఊదిన ఊదిన శంఖ శంఖం శంఖ అంటే ఏంటమ్మా శంఖం శంఖం ఎప్పుడెప్పుడు ఉపయోగిస్తారమ్మా విజయం వరించినప్పుడు మరియు మరణించినప్పుడు రెండు రకాల శంఖను ఉపయోగిస్తారు. మహరణము అంటే ధ్వనులు శబ్దం మారుమోగాయి అని అర్థం. భూతల మెల్ల భూతల మెల్ల అంటే ఈ భూమండలం అంతా ఈ భూమండలం అంటే తెలంగాణ ప్రాంతం ఈ భూమండలం అంటే ఏంటన్నా తెలంగాణ ప్రాంతం. నెక్స్ట్ నొక్క అంటే ఒక్కసారిగా ఒక్కసారిగా తోచే అనిపించింది తోచింది అంటే ఏంటమ్మా అనిపించింది. నెక్స్ట్ దిక్కు దిక్కులు దిక్కు అంటే వైపు అని కూడా వస్తుందమ్మా వైపు అన్ని వైపులా. నవోదయ ఆ అన్ని దిక్కులు అంటే ఉదయించిన సూర్యుడు నవోదయం కొత్తదనం నవోదయం. ఉదయించిన సూర్యుడు ఉదయించిన సూర్యుడు కొత్తగా ఉదయించిన సూర్యుడు. ఇక ప్రీతి జడేజా ప్రీతి ప్రీత జడేజా ప్రీతి పొందిన పద్మాలు ప్రీతి పొందిన పద్మాలు. తరళీకృతం తరలించడం అంటే చలించడం తరళీకృతం తరళీకృత చలించిన చలించిన. తరంగాలు నదీ తరంగాలు నదీ తరంగ నది అంటే తెలుసు కదమ్మా గంగా అండ్ యమున నదీ తరంగ ఏదైతే నది నేములు ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ కూడా దేవ నదీ తరంగములు అన్నారు. ఆకాశ గంగా దేవ నదీ తరంగములు. ఆకాశ గంగా ఆకాశ గంగా తరంగాలు అలలు తరంగాలు. ఓకే ఇది వాస్తవంగా మనము 10th క్లాస్ కాబట్టి పద్యము రాయాలని చూడకుండా ప్రతి పదార్థము రాయాలి మళ్ళా భావం కూడా రాయాలి. భావం అంటే ఒక పద్యానికి ఎన్ని చదవాలన్నా పద్యము స్టార్ పద్యాలు భూత ప్రేత అంటే దుర్మార్గులు, దుర్మార్గులు. హస్తములు, చేతులు. హస్తములు అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? హస్తములు అంటే వారి చేతులు. ఎవరి చేతులు? దుర్మార్గుల యొక్క చేతులు. కొన్ని తరాల దాకా, కొన్ని తరాలు, కొన్ని రోజులు, తరాలు. శతాబ్దం కావచ్చు, శతాబ్దాలని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. 200 సంవత్సరాలు ఎవరు పరిపాలించారు? బ్రిటిష్ వారు. ముందర అరబ్బులు అందరూ పరిపాలించి దాసోహం అవ్వటం జరిగింది తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వం. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు అడ్డులు అంటే అడ్డంకులు. అడ్డులు, అడ్డంకులు. పోయే అంటే పోయే అంటే ఏంటి? తొలిగాయి. సౌదామిని, కాంతి, వెలుగు, ఏదైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు. పుల్లవి బావులు, పుల్లవి బావులు అంటే విచ్చుకున్నటువంటి పువ్వులమ్మ. పుల్ల విభావులు. కాంతి రేకులు, విచ్చుకున్న కాంతి రేకులు. స్వచ్ఛత జ్వాల, ఉజ్వలం, వెలుగు, స్వచ్ఛతంగా, స్వచ్ఛమైన, స్వచ్ఛత. స్వచ్ఛమైన, శ్రేష్టమైన. సంధ్య, తొలిపొద్దు. సంధ్య అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? ఉదయిస్తున్నటువంటి సమయం. సంధ్య, తొలిపొద్దు అంటాం తెలుగులో దాన్ని. పొద్దున్నే స్టార్ట్ అయ్యేది సూర్యుడు. తొలిపొద్దు. సరే, ఈ పద్యానికి అర్థాలు ప్రతి పదార్థంగా మారడం జరిగింది. అన్నీ కూడా అర్థాలు. అయితే ఒక్కొక్క పద్యానికి అర్థాలు 18, 20, 22 అట్లా ఉంటాయేమో. ప్రతి అర్థం రాయాలి. అందులో దాని యొక్క సెకండ్ లెసన్ యొక్క భావం చూడండి. అమ్మ తెలంగాణమ్మ, నీ గొప్పతనపు విశేషాలు కొన్ని తరాల వరకు దుర్మార్గుల చేతిలో చిక్కుకున్నాయి. కొన్ని రోజుల వరకు దుర్మార్గుల చేతిలో అంటే చెడ్డవారి చేతిలో చిక్కుకున్నాయి. అడ్డంకులు ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ అడ్డంకులు తొలగిపోయాయి. విచ్చుకున్న మెరుపు తీగల కాంతి రేఖలు బతుకుతో చూపే కాలం వచ్చింది. స్వచ్ఛమైన కాంతివంతమైన సంధ్యా సూర్యుడు ఉదయించాడు అని అర్థం. అంటే ఇప్పుడు అన్ని కూడా ఇబ్బందులు పోయినట్లే. ఎందుకంటే మన దేశం, మన రాష్ట్రం, మనం పరిపాలించుకునేటువంటి అవకాశాలు మనకి దొరికాయి. కాబట్టి ప్రశాంతమైనటువంటి వాతావరణం, మనం చేసే పనులు మనకి ఉపయోగపడతాయి. కాబట్టి ఈరోజు బానిసత్వంతో భక్తులు పోయాయని చెప్పడం జరిగింది కవి. అంటే ఈరోజు హోంవర్క్లో స్టార్ పద్యాలు 1 to learn and practice.
गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा। तो कल हम ये तो थर्ड लेसन माँ मुझे आने दे कंप्लीट हुआ बेटा। नेक्स्ट फर्स्ट लेसन में चलने वालों के बारे में आज हम जानकारी लेंगे। फर्स्ट क्या है? शांति। तो शांति के बारे में बेटा पहले यहाँ पर दिया गया है, शांत यदि हमारे पास दुनिया का सारा वैभव, दुनिया बोले तो वर्ल्ड, हमारे पास दुनिया बोले क्या है? वर्ल्ड, दुनिया का सारा वैभव है, दुनिया में जो भी कुछ भी धन दौलत पैसे ये सभी हमारे पास है, लेकिन ये सभी सुख साधन उपलब्ध है, उपलब्ध बोले तो अवेलेबल पूरे है, लेकिन शांति नहीं है। हम बहुत सारे देखते हैं, बहुत लोगों को बहुत पैसे रहते हैं, पैसे होते हैं, सभी होता है, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम एक रहता है। तो ऐसा पैसे रह के शांति नहीं है तो घर में वेस्ट। तो यही बेटा ये शांति के बारे में, यदि हमारे पास दुनिया का सारा वैभव है, सुख साधन उपलब्ध है, उपलब्ध अवेलेबल उपलब्ध उपलब्ध है, लेकिन शांति नहीं है, तो ऐसे साधन व्यर्थ है। व्यर्थ मीन्स वेस्ट, व्यर्थ है, वेस्ट। क्या है? यदि हमारे पास दुनिया का सारा वैभव, पैसे धन दौलत रहकर भी शांति नहीं है तो वो वेस्ट है, लेकिन शांति नहीं है तो ऐसे सुख साधन व्यर्थ है। संसार में मानव द्वारा जितने भी कार्य किए जा रहे हैं, सबका एक ही उद्देश्य शांति है। हमारे संसार में पूरा हम जो भी मानव के द्वारा मानव सभी लोग शांति बनाए रखने के लिए कार्य करते हैं बेटा, वर्क जो भी कर रहे हैं, उनका सभी का उद्देश्य बोले तो एम, उद्देश्य क्या है? उद्देश्य बोले तो क्या है? शांति बनाए रखना, उद्देश्य एम। संसार में मानव द्वारा जितने भी कार्य किए जा रहे हैं, सबका एक ही उद्देश्य क्या है? शांति। हम जो भी कर रहे हैं इसलिए कर रहे हैं, शांति बनाए रखने के लिए। तो यही बेटा शांति का परिभाषा है। यदि हमारे पास जितना भी धन दौलत रह के सभी कितना भी वैभव सुख साधन है, लेकिन हमारे पास शांति नहीं है, ऐसा वैभव रह कर भी, ऐसा धन दौलत रह कर भी वो व्यर्थ है, वेस्ट है। तो ऐसे ये हमारे मानव द्वारा कितने भी कार्य किए जा रहे हैं, तो इसका सबका उद्देश्य है बेटा, ये सभी हम काम कर रहे हैं, किस लिए कर रहे हैं? शांति के लिए। तो यही बेटा इसका शांति का परिभाषा है। तो सबसे पहले तो हमें यह जान लेना चाहिए कि शांति क्या है। तो हम शांति का उद्देश्य बताए ना बेटा, तो फिर सबसे पहले हमें यही मालूम होना चाहिए कि शांति क्या है। शांति का केवल यह अर्थ नहीं है। क्या अर्थ नहीं है? मुख से चुप रहना, मतलब साइलेंट ऐसा रहे तो, अब फिंगर डालने के रहे तो हम चुप रह सकते हैं क्या? शांति रह सकते हैं क्या? नहीं रह सकते। तो वास्तव में मन को नियंत्रित कर शांति कैसे बनाना है बेटा? मानव क्या होना चाहिए? नियंत्रित करना, मन को नियंत्रित करना। बोले तो बुराई रास्ते पे नहीं चलना चाहिए। बुराई रास्ता हमारे मन में सभी को मानो बोले तो कुछ ना कुछ करने का मन में होता है, तो वैसा बुराई नहीं सोचना चाहिए। बुराई के रास्ते के ऊपर हमें नहीं चलना चाहिए। बुराई के रास्ते पर नहीं चलते हुए मन को नियंत्रित कर, नियंत्रित बोले तो क्या है? कंट्रोल करना। नियंत्रित बोले तो कंट्रोल, मन को नियंत्रित करके बुराई रास्ते पर नियंत्रित, कंट्रोल, मन को नियंत्रित करके बुराई रास्ते पर चलने से रोकना ही है शांति। समझ में आने वाला शांति बोले तो क्या है? शांति मुख से चुप रहना, यही शांति नहीं होता। हमारे मन को हम बुराई रास्ते पर, हमारे मन को जो भी बुराई करने का मन कर रहे हैं समझो, वो वही टाइम पे हम हमारे मन को नियंत्रित करके बुराई रास्ते में चलने का रोकना, यही शांति है। तो इसलिए यहाँ क्या बोल रहे हैं? इसलिए जहाँ शांति है वहाँ सुख है। कहाँ शांति? जहाँ पर शांति होता, शांति कहाँ पर होता है? वहाँ सुख से रह सकते। जहाँ सुख है वहाँ स्वर्ग है। जहाँ पर सुख होता है, पैसे से सुख नहीं मिलता बेटा। जहाँ पर सुख होता है, कितना भी उन्होंने गरीब हो, उसके पास धन दौलत नहीं है समझो, लेकिन उन्होंने शांति से होता है। तो जहाँ पर शांति होती है बेटा, उन्होंने स्वर्ग भी वहाँ पर दिखता है। तो यहाँ क्या बोलते हैं बेटा, जहाँ शांति है वहाँ सुख है, वहाँ जहाँ सुख है वहाँ स्वर्ग है। तो यहाँ जहाँ स्वर्ग है वहाँ दुनिया का श्रेष्ठ स्थान है। क्या बोले, जहाँ स्वर्ग है वहाँ दुनिया का श्रेष्ठ स्थान, उनको ही दुनिया में श्रेष्ठ स्थान मिलता है। युद्ध से दुख, लालच और सभी पीड़ाओं को मिटाने का उत्तम मार्ग शांति है। युद्ध से दुख और लालच ये सभी पीड़ाओं को ये पूरे मिटाने का उत्तम मार्ग शांति है। युद्ध नहीं करना चाहिए और दुख में नहीं रहना। कितना भी अपने दुख हो, हंसते हुए अपने प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना। लालची नहीं होना चाहिए। लालची बोले तो अति आशा बोलते हैं ना बेटा, तो यही नहीं रहना चाहिए। युद्ध बोले तो फाइटिंग, दूसरों को आप कुछ तो बोलते, हमें गुस्से में नहीं होना चाहिए। शांति से हम वो प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना चाहिए। युद्ध नहीं रहना और दुख नहीं रहना, लालची नहीं रहना, हंसते हुए रहना कभी भी। तो ऐसा हमारे मन को हम ऐसा रहे तो जब हो गए पीड़ाओं को दूर हटाए तो बेटा हमारे मन में ऑटोमेटिक शांति हो जाती है। समझ में आया बेटा? युद्ध, दुख, लालच ये सभी पीड़ाओं को, ये सभी को हम दूर रखना। दूर रखे तो हमको शांति मिलती है। समझ में? शांति बोले तो क्या है, देखो इतने के एग्जाम्पल्स यहाँ पर दिया है। पहले क्या है, शांति बोले तो क्या है, हम बुराई के रास्तों पर जाते हुए रोक कर, नियंत्रित कर, तो ये मन को हम बुराई रास्ते पर जाते हुए नियंत्रित करना, यही शांति है। नेक्स्ट क्या बोले, युद्ध, दुख, लालच ये सभी पीड़ाओं को मिटाने का उत्तम मार्ग शांति है। शांति को देखो बेटा बहुत मीनिंग से यहाँ पर दिया गया है, शांति कैसे बनाए रखना बोल के। नेक्स्ट, धन दौलत से भौतिक संपदा खरीद सकते हैं। धन दौलत से बेटा हम जो कुछ भी हम खरीद सकते हैं सभी। अब एग्जाम्पल हम हमारे घर में क्या क्या होना है, भौतिक संपदा बोले तो हमारे जो भी हम घर में है वो सभी हम खरीद सकते, किंतु शांति नहीं खरीद सकते हैं। पैसे से हम नहीं खरीद सकते, ऑटोमेटिक हमारे पास है, हम शांति बनाने रखने के लिए हम कर सकते हैं। वो पैसे से, धन दौलत से, पैसों से हम नहीं खरीद सकते हैं। यही कारण है कि दुनिया भर के कई धनी देश शांति बनाए रखने के लिए प्रयास कर रहे हैं। यही कारण से दूसरे देशों वाले शांति को बनाए रखने के लिए प्रयास कर रहे हैं। प्रयास करने के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हैं, शांति कैसे रहती, कैसे होना चाहिए शांति को, बहुत दूसरे देशों वाले ट्राई कर रहे हैं। तो इन प्रयासों में कहीं युद्ध और कहीं चर्चाएं भी हो रही है। तो यही शांति के लिए फाइटिंग भी कर रहे हैं वो लोग। दूसरे देशों वाले दूसरे देशों पर युद्ध कर रहे थे, हमको शांति होना हो, लेकिन वैसा होता है क्या? नहीं होता। ऑटोमेटिक हम एक मानव रहकर उनको क्या नहीं होना चाहिए, लालची नहीं होना चाहिए, दूसरों पर लालची नहीं बनाना चाहिए। और जो भी हम अब दूसरे कुछ भी बोलते हैं, समझो हम एनिमीज हो, दूसरे कोई भी हो, हमें जो कुछ भी वर्ड्स बोलते रहते हैं, लेकिन हम क्या करना, हमारे मन को नियंत्रित करना, कंट्रोल कर लेना, कंट्रोल करके उनको हंसते हुए आंसर देना। अब उन्होंने क्रोधित होकर उन्हें गुस्से में आकर हम भी गुस्से में आए तो वो ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है, तो शांति रहती है क्या? वहाँ पर नहीं रहती शांति। तो इसलिए शांति बनाना बोले तो हम हमारे आप को हम कंट्रोल कर लेना चाहिए, तो जब भी शांति बनाए रहती है। तो इस शांति के लिए दूसरे देशों वाले भी देख रहे थे शांति कहाँ मिलती, शांति कहाँ मिलती होगी। इन प्रयासों में ही युद्ध और कहीं चर्चाएं भी हो रही है। वास्तव में युद्ध से कभी शांति स्थापित नहीं होती। वास्तव में तो एक्चुअली कभी भी युद्ध से शांति स्थापित नहीं होती। सभी देशों के बीच सहयोग स्थापित करने के द्वारा शांति की स्थापना की जाती है। शांति की स्थापना कैसे की जाती है? एक देश दूसरे देशों के प्रति सहयोग रहना, बोले तो हेल्पिंग नेचर रहना। अब एक देश के ऊपर और एक देशों के पास दोनों के बीच सहयोग स्थापित करना, सहयोग स्थापित करके शांति की स्थापना की जा सकती है। ऐसा है तो इसी उद्देश्य से तो ऐसा देश वाले ऐसा फाइटिंग कर रहे हैं, युद्ध कर रहे हैं बोल के ये मन में रखकर उद्देश्य से 24 अक्टूबर 1945 में संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ की स्थापना की गई। 1945 को, इसको यूएनओ कहते हैं, संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ। यूनाइटेड नेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बोलते हैं बेटा इसको। संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ को क्या बोलते हैं? यूनाइटेड नेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। इसको तेलुगु में ऐक्य राज्य समिति बोलते हैं। तो ये कब स्थापित किया गया है? 24 अक्टूबर 1945 को। ये शांति बनाने रखने के लिए, शांति बनाने के लिए सभी लोग वहां पर मौजूद रहते हैं। 24 अक्टूबर 1945 को संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ स्थापना की गई। किस लिए? ये शांति किस तरह बनाए रखना, सभी को किस तरह बोलना बोल के तो स्थापना हुई। तो इसका मूल उद्देश्य है विश्व में सभी देशों के बीच शांति की स्थापना करना है। इसका उद्देश्य क्या है बेटा? इसको क्यों स्थापित किया गया है? शांति बनाए रखने बोले तो यहाँ पर नहीं, विश्व बोले तो पूरा वर्ल्ड में, विश्व में सभी देशों के बीच, अब एक देश और एक देशों के बीच पूरे एक सहयोग की स्थापना रहना, बोले तो हेल्पिंग नेचर रहना, उनको ऐसा युद्ध नहीं होना चाहिए। तो यहाँ पर शांति की स्थापना करना है, यही शांति का मूल उद्देश्य है। विश्व शांति के इन प्रयासों में ही शांति के लिए उत्कृष्ट कार्य करने वालों के हर वर्ष नोबेल पुरस्कार भी दिया जाता है। यहाँ पर संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ में बोला गया, क्या बोले? शांति, जो भी हम विश्व की शांति के प्रयास में कौन कौन वहाँ पर भाग ले रहे हैं, शांति के लिए, शांति बनाने रखने के लिए कौन कौन भाग ले रहे हैं, उनको हर साल उनको नोबेल पुरस्कार भी दिया जाता है। बोलते उत्कृष्ट कार्य को हार्ड वर्क कौन कौन कर रहे हैं उनको नोबेल पुरस्कार दिया जाता है, दिया गया है। तो यहाँ पर क्या बताया गया बेटा? संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ में जो भी विश्व में शांति की स्थापना जो भी करेगा, उत्कृष्ट कार्य करते जो हार्ड वर्क कौन करते हैं शांति के लिए, उनको जो भी भाग लेते हैं ना, उनको हर साल नोबेल पुरस्कार दिया जाता है। विश्व शांति के इन प्रयासों में ही शांति के लिए उत्कृष्ट कार्य करने वालों को हर वर्ष नोबेल पुरस्कार भी दिया जाता है। तो शांति की स्थापना में अपना जीवन समर्पित करने वाले कई महान व्यक्ति हुए हैं। तो ऐसे शांति की स्थापना, अपने शांति की स्थापना के लिए उनका जीवन, उनका पूरा समर्पित करने वालों में महान व्यक्ति है। तो यहाँ उन्हीं में से बहुत सारे, इससे पहले मैं बोली ना बेटा, महान शांति बनाने रखने के लिए बहुत सारे महान पुरुष है। उन महापुरुषों में से यहाँ पर बेटा हमारे ये पाठ्य पुस्तक में दोनों के नाम दिया गया है। दो महान शांति दूताओं के बारे में दिया जा रहा है, जिन्होंने क्या करे, अपना जीवन, अपना सारा जीवन शांति और सेवा के मार्ग पर समर्पित कर दिया है। उनका जीवन पूरा समर्पित कर दिए शांति के राह में चलकर शांति बनाने रखने के लिए। जहाँ पर यहाँ पर दोनों के नाम दिया गया बेटा है। हम अगले कक्षा में उनके बारे में जानकारी लेंगे। समझ में आया बेटा? यहाँ पर नोबेल पुरस्कार कब दिया जाता है? जो भी उत्कृष्ट कार्य शांति को बनाने रखने के लिए कौन से व्यक्तियों ने महान क्या करते हैं कि शांति के लिए कार्य करते हैं, कि उनको हर साल वहाँ पर बेटा नोबेल पुरस्कार भी दिया जाता है। समझ में आया बेटा? शांति बोले तो क्या है? जो भी हम मुँह से चुप नहीं रहना चाहिए। शांति बोले तो क्या है? हमारे मन को हम नियंत्रित कर, बुराई रास्ते पर चलना रोकना चाहिए। बुराई रास्ते पर रोकना ही मन को नियंत्रित कर बुराई रास्ते पर नियंत्रित करना, यही शांति का उद्देश्य है। तो यहाँ पर बेटा ओनली शांति के बारे में दिया गया है। नेक्स्ट शांति के बारे में कौन उनका जीवन पूरा समर्पित कर दिए, उनके बारे में हम अगले कक्षा में पढ़ेंगे। होमवर्क क्या है? ये शांति के बारे में रीडिंग करें।
After finishing Unit 3, be with Uma, I'm going to Here the characters we given. Jack, Jill, nurse, and aunt Jill. These are the four characters. Here husband, wife, nurse and aunt Jill. Scene. The long launch of Jack and Jill's villa at New Hampstead. The essential furniture consists of a table on which are writing materials and two chairs. As the curtain rises, the lawn is empty, but Jack and Jill come immediately, followed by Aunt Jenny. Here, scene. Here, what is the meaning of lounge word here? Lie or sit in a lazy way. Sit or sit in a lazy way. Here, Jack and his wife, they are sitting in a lazy way, in a comfortable way. And the essential furniture consists of what are the furnitures are there? Table on which are writing materials and two chairs. As the curtain rises, lawn is empty, but Jack and Jill come in immediately, followed by Aunt Jenny. Now the scene is going to, conversation is going on by Jill, and this is the laundry. This is the laundry means where we are going to sit in that place. Aunt Jenny, charming, such a cozy little room and such pretty furniture. And Aunt Jenny, she is saying that she came to their house, whose house she came on? To Jack and also Jill house she entered. And such a little room and having a pretty furniture, she said. Jack, modestly, we like it, handy place to sit in and listen to the radiogram. We will sit relaxedly in this place and we will put the radiogram and we will listen the songs. Who is saying this verse? Jack is explaining. Aunt Jenny, oh, have you got a radiogram as well as a car and a piano? And she is asking, you brought the radiogram as well as a car and also a piano. These are all items you only brought on. She is asking. Jack, why? Of course, Aunt Jenny, you simply must have a radio set nowadays. And what he was saying, nowadays we should have compulsory a radio set because when we are relaxing in a simple and sitting here in the room comfortably, we used to listen that radio. Jill, and it's so nice for me when Jack's away at business. I even make him move it into the kitchen so that I can listen to it while I cook. And Jill, what she was saying, and it's so nice. What she was saying, when Jack will go for the business work outside, I will keep that radiogram and I will listen the music. With the help of that music, I will do my kitchen work. She was saying, I will cook the items whatever I want. Jack, sit down, Aunt Jenny. You must be tired, and we have shown you everything now. And what Jack is saying, whatever we brought, the furniture, room, radiogram, car, piano, whatever the items are there, totally I showed for you. Now you are very tired, and you should sleep now. He said. Jill, what do you think of our little nest, Aunt Jenny? What do you think of our little nest? Aunt Jenny means she is asking about the house. Aunt Jenny, I think it's wonderful, my dears. The furniture and the car and the piano and the refrigerator and the radio. What's it? It's wonderful, really wonderful. By seeing all the things, how you are feeling? He is asking. Oh, Jill, she was asking. And what she replied, Aunt Jenny? It's all wonderful, dear. You brought the car, piano, furniture, refrigerator, whatever the items you needed in the house, all you brought. It's very nice, she said. Jack, and we owe it all to you, Aunt Jenny. As Jack, that's what's worrying me. Owe it all to you means what? In the how with the installment, how we will get all the belongings in the house like that they brought. And what Aunt Jenny was saying, For that purpose only I am worrying by seeing this horn. Jack, worrying you, Aunt Jenny? Aunt Jenny, yes, the check I gave you for your wedding present, it was only 200 pounds, was not it? I did not put 2000 by mistake. And what she was saying, when you got married, just I given the check of only 200 rupees of pounds. I did not give it for you 2000. Why you got all the things, whatever unnecessary for your house? And what they are replying, you see, Jill. Why no, Aunt Jenny? What on earth made you think that? What happened? Why you are worrying? What happened? She is asking. Aunt Jenny, well, that's all right. But I still don't altogether understand. This house is very lovely, but does not it cost a great deal for rent? And she don't know up to know it was their own house. And what she is saying that all you brought very well, car you brought, all the items, whatever you required you brought. But if you paid the rent, how it will be cost? This lengthy place you have taken. She is saying. And Jack, rent? Oh no, we don't pay rent. And what he was saying, rent, we don't pay any rent. Aunt Jenny, but Jack, if you don't pay rent, you will get turned out into the street, and that could never do. You have Jill and the baby to think of now. You know, and what Aunt Jenny is saying that here, if you not pay the rent, if you are in the rented houses, what happens for every month before 5th only we should pay the rent for the owners. And if you won't pay means again they will see for 1 or 2 months and what they will say, you should leave the place. And she also saying the same. You have Jill and the baby to think of now, you know, and these 2 members, husband and also wife, having one of the child. And what she was saying, if you don't work, if you not pay the rent of this house and you are having the Jill as well as one child, the 2 members will also come outside of the house. Jack, no, Aunt Jenny, you misunderstood me. We don't pay rent because the house is ours. And what the Jack is saying, no, auntie, you are misunderstanding. You are not thinking about us. The house wherever we are staying, that was not the rented house. That is our own house. He replied. Aunt Jenny, yours? She was surprised and how in bold letters she was saying that yours? Question mark. Jill, why? Yes, you just pay 10 pounds and it's yours. And Jill what saying? Only 10 pounds. Means what happened? I said no before only. On the payment only in the installment way they are paying at last. He also taken the house in the loan purpose. We will take annually for loan not to occupy the place or anything. Saying like that only. He taken installment as a loan. Jack, you see, Aunt Jenny, we realize how uneconomic it is to go on paying rent year after year when you can buy and enjoy a home of your own for 10 pounds and a few quarterly payments, of course. Why be Mr. Tenant when you can be Mr. Owner? Why you will become as a tenant? You should become as a owner because only 10 pounds I paid first. And afterwards what he is saying that how many he said that just 10 pounds and few quarterly payments. Few quarterly payments means monthly they are going to give some of the payment for the loan purpose. And you will not become as a tenant and you will become as a owner. For that purpose we taken a house. Aunt Jenny, I see. Yes, there is something in that. Even so, you must be getting on very well to keep up your place like this. And Aunt Jenny, afterwards, what she said, ma, I see. Yes, there was something in that. Even so, you must be getting very well. Means you are developing one after one, she thought. But what happened, we will see at last. Jill, oh, he is Aunt Jenny. Why only last year he had a 5 shilling rise, did not you, Jack? And what she was saying, at last year only he got 5 shares, means some of the bonus like that it was came for him. Jack, modesty, of course, that was nothing. Really, I am expecting 10. yours. Jill, of course, it's ours. Anjali, all yours? All you're saying ours only. All yours only, yeah? She's saying. Jack, well, no, not exactly all. Not exactly all means what? If you are taking some of the amount to loan purpose, for car, what happens? If the payment totally, if you paid only, the car belongs to yours. Otherwise, some times the body of the car like that, they are individually asking about that. Anjali, how much of it? Jill, oh, I should say the steering wheel and one of the tires and about 2 of the cylinders. But don't you see, that's the wonderful thing about it. And what she replied about the car means one of the wheels equipped there for the car. This one, action tires and the cylinders, whatever there in the back side of the car, it belongs to ours. Because why she was explaining like that the car was not ours totally, because the installment was pending. Only half of the payment was they paid. For that purpose, she was saying like that. Aunt Jenny, I don't see anything wonderful about it. And what she was saying, I don't think it was not a wonderful. Jill, but there is Aunt Jenny. You see, although we could never buy a car outright, we can enjoy all the pleasures of motoring for a mere £5 down. And Jill, what is saying? If we are not having any car, how we will go on the streets and how we will enjoy the pleasures outside? She was saying. But it is essential, Amma, with all the installments, whatever they purchased, whatever they are having in the house, totally regarding to the installments only. Nothing is there by the own property. Either the house, refrigerator, piano, car, furniture, all the things whichever they are having, that all belongs to the installments only. That net payment they did not purchase. Aunt Jenny, and the rest are by easy installments, I suppose. And she said that whatever you purchase, that all belongs to the installment. Jill, exactly. She said that exactly. Aunt Jenny, exactly. And what about the radio? What's it? What about the radio? She asked. Jack, well, that's the means what? Same, it was considered to be as also installment. Aunt Jenny, and the piano? She asking. And the piano also? Jill, well, of course. Aunt Jenny, and the furniture? Jack, I am afraid so. And he said that also belongs to installment. Aunt Jenny, I suppose all you own in this leg. She points to one. Like this, she is pointing the finger and she is saying all leg means all you purchased in the installments only. Nothing is there by your own. Jill, well, no, as a matter of fact, it's that one. She points to another and she is saying that is a matter of that all we paid in the installment only. All we purchased in the installment. Aunt Jenny, and the rest belongs to Mr. Sage, I suppose. Jill, Sage means party of any one. Aunt Jenny, well, I am not going to sit on Mr. Sage's part for anyone. She stands up. Now tell me, how much do all these installments come to? And she was asking, these are all you brought. How many items they brought, ma? First one, house, car, piano, refrigerator, furniture, and still what? The remaining items, whatever is there, total it belongs to the installment. And Aunt Jenny, she was asking how much installment you are going to pay every month. Jack, well, actually he takes out his pocket book and consults it actually to £7 8 and 8 pence a week. And what he replied that, how much it was, ma? £7. Right, and 8 pence in a week. Every week they used to do do this installments, and she's asking how much you are earning and how much you are wasting in the installment. Who was asking all this? Anjali. Anjali, good heavens, and how much do you earn? She's asking. Very good, you will pay this much amount every week, and how much you are earning for a month or for a week. Jack has a matter of factor that is 6 pounds. How many ma? 6 pounds. See here, 7 pounds and 8 pence they are doing for the paying for the installment. And how much he was earning? He was earning only 6 pounds. Is it possible to pay this amount? No. Again they should ask for others the amount whatever they needed. Again they should pay for this installments. Is it necessary to purchase all the items whatever required in the house? No, it was impossible. Anjali, but that's absurd. How can you pay 7 pounds 8 pence out of 6 pounds? And she is saying that how can you pay? Jack, oh, that's easy. You see, all you have to do is to borrow the rest of the money for the payments from the Thrift and Providence Trust Corporation. Thrift and Trust Corporation means what? From the bank or for chit fund company like that. Whatever the installment from this also for daily purpose they should the materials they require they should purchase, and after finishing that whatever the installment is there they should pay, and remaining amount they whatever they have to payment again they should borrow from the chit fund company. Jill, they are only too glad to loan you any amount you like on note of hand alone. Anjali, and how do you propose to pay that back? And she's asking this much amount is there and how you can go and pay this amount, she's asking. Jack, oh, that's easy too. You just pay it back in installments. Again, he was very frightened. He is happily he was saying that what he was saying, we can pay very easily in the installments. Anjali, installments. She claps her hand to her forehead and sinks back weakly into the chair. Then realizes that she is sitting on Mr. Seth's face and leaps to her feet again with a little strike. What she will do? Installments are like this. She will beat up to the forehead and she expressed that she put like this leaf and she is saying that all whatever you purchase you will pay on your installments. She was shocked. Is it possible to purchase these all the items? No, it was not possible. Then also the serious two members, they are very lazy. Whatever the amount they are coming, that they are proving in that installments itself. Jack, Anjali, is anything the matter? Would you like to lie down? And what he was saying, Jack, what happened, auntie? What's the matter? You want to sleep? He was saying. Anjali, lie down. Do you suppose I am going to trust myself in a bed that belongs to Mr. Sage or Mrs. and Spencer or somebody? No, I am going home. And what she said, Ma, I don't want to sleep in any more bed. Just I will go to my home, because by listening all the things, she was frightened by that. I don't want to sleep in your bed because it belongs to some others. Because the about whatever you brought, that this furniture or anything, that not own of yours. That all depends upon others. I won't sleep on your bed. Just I will go back to my home, she said. And this class I will continue in the next month. Up to now, you read this lesson.